Hello, hello. I know I was supposed to have this uploaded like a while ago. Been trying to give it a little shake. We got stuck last time, which was quite unfortunate. But I did a little bit of grinding. I'm out of little replenish motion, so boo to that. But we got everyone pretty much to level 50. Got new girly here. I don't know when I'm gonna use her, but she looks kind of cool, so one day. There's quite a few more that we need to get, but till then, we adjusted our lineup just a tad bit, added Kathigu into us, and kept everything else the same. Nothing crazy, but the chapter was finally finished. I didn't have any sound on because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to complete it, and I didn't want to do multiple recordings back to back. So, bear with the non-sound, no voice acting. With that being said, let us continue to finish the chapter. We're supposed to do... Am I... see. She's asleep. Out the moment, her head hit the pillow. These past few days drained her mental strength. We're in the Rice Sanatorium's territory now. There might be no time to rest the head. You should sleep too. You're still human after all. Or did you cut her off back then? For things I haven't figured out myself, her views could sway me. Not that I reject outside voices, it's just her thoughts matter too much. Rashly piling heavy cargo on the bow of a stern of a barely steady boat isn't prudent. What's your take, Lotan, on being an awakener? Me? Hard to say. When the planet was born and awoke in the Earth's cradle, surrounded by chaos, even a maelstrom well feels small against the vast cosmos. Being an awakener feels the same. When awakened, my spirit and will were incomplete, only stabilizing through a silver key link. I don't know how former humans feel, but for me, it's like cramming a colossal beast into a frail, helpless shell. Your strength came back eventually, didn't it? Yeah, I'm an early myth of creation, my awakening incomplete, taking far longer than others. Not my phone going off. Ignore that! But I soon reclaimed myself, found what I wanted. To face opponents that set my blood racing. Over billions of years, this cycle of sleep and awakening has happened countless times. I'm used to it. But in near endless time, I've concluded one thing. Beyond seeking worthy foes, everything else is meaningless. You can't change your form instead of dwelling on it. Find meaning in living as an awakener. The body may be shaped by the silver cord, but what I do is my choice. That's your answer. You'll find yours too, little girl. I look forward to the day you reach that point. May the silver key light your path. Feels sappy saying it, but fine. May the silver key guide us. She said the ting. Should I be scared? Oh, who's she? He looks comfy. Cages. A lot of cages. Countless cages. This seems to be a cave. Your body is no longer cold, but your heart is colder than polar ice. All in no bed, Trent. Your voice is unbearably hoarse. The girl by the campfire notices you're staring, but merely glances at you with a haughty look, saying nothing. Where am I? The girl doesn't respond. I thought I was supposed to be resting. Am I not? Okay, I don't know. The consciousness clears, your gaze fixing on the mark carved on the cave wall. It matches the one on Cecily's math exactly. This is the Blink Church. I know about you. You can bring the dead back to life, can't you? The girl glances at you again, her eyes filled with disgust. As if annoyed by your noise, she stands and heads out of the cave, muttering under her breath. Fool. Okay, well, it's close to me. After a while, the girl returns, holding a carving knife and a piece of wood. She sits by the campfire, starting to carve. I do not like that sound. You notice her fingers wrapped in bandages. Your knife's too dull. It'll easily cut your hand, and for carving large wood, that small blade isn't suitable. I think she knows that. It's all I have. I have some tools in my bag. Could you grab them for me? She actually do it. An hour or two passes, the girl's still carving intently. What's your name? Murphy. I had a daughter. If she were alive, she'd be about your age. What if you assume her age? She died of a black disease. No one believed me. Getting chummy won't help you. I don't call the shots here. I don't have the key to let you out. The girl's tone is cold and harsh. It's fine, I'm not trying to escape. By the way, can you tell me about that bringing the dead back thing? Is it real? The air freezes for over 10 minutes. Just as you think she won't respond, she speaks. Her tone sharp. Suppose you get Love it. Suppose you get pregnant again and had a child, and they said it's your daughter reborn. Would you believe them? If she remembered me, remembered her past, then yeah. After a long silence, Murphy sighs. Humans are as foolish as ever. I thought you could see and wouldn't be different. And be different. It would be different. That corpse you were dragging, who was it? My friend. She took care of me during this journey. The map to get here was hers. Friend, huh? How is she now? Miriam probably turned her body into some fodder. A body with livor mortis can't even serve as fuel. The girl says chilling words with an expressionless face. On the day of the ritual, you will be held near the altar. I don't know why you're still conscious, but pretend to be out. I'll place you closest to the pool's cage. Are they gonna sacrifice me to revive said friend? When they all leave, put on a robe and slip out through the north path by the altar. Run as fast as you can and don't come back. If you're caught, I can't help you. I have a feeling we're not gonna follow that. Oh, look at that. Wait, is it finished already? Have we finished chapter 3 already? I seem to have miscalculated. Yeah. I've miscalculated. Well, if that's the case, let's start number 4. What was that? Yeah, we'll do 2 or 3 parts of chapter 4. Just to get somewhere and sit down on Praise 103.9. Anyway, as you cross the railway bridge into the Rice Sanatorium, dawn breaks over the horizon, casting a pale glow. Does anyone even remember 103.9? Or is that just me? I know this is so irrelevant. Let me continue. Focusing on the wrong thing. Dust swirls in the air, stirred by the opening of the heavy doors, filling the corridor with a peculiar, acrid stench. Though the day outside is bright with snow-dusted sunlight, the hallway remains shrouded in oppressive gloom. This place gives me the creeps. You give Lily a gentle pat, urging her to lead the group onward. The empty corridor echoes with the sound of your footsteps, each dull thud reverberating with an unsettling weight. This place reeks of disinfectant, like it's been pickled in it. Doesn't it make your nose itch? As if to shatter the oppressive silence, Elton deliberately stomps her boots, creating a rhythmic clatter. Ramona responds with a soft but the sound is swallowed by the void and silence reigns once more. Lily, you're about to see your mom. Are you excited? Yeah, Mom. Lily's delicate hand clings tightly to your fingers, her palm faintly dabbed with sweat. You give it a reassuring squeeze. She is not excited at all. She probably do not want to see her. If you don't want to stay here, how about coming with us to Midbag? My father took me in years ago. I'm sure he wouldn't mind another. I'd love to have such a sweet little sister. It's not about that. Lily, Hella. Okay, I don't know why they put Hella and then Hella. Anyway, if you're asking my role, I'm something like her sister. More precisely, our powers are of the same origin. If Hella speaks true, the gentle child holding your hand is undoubtedly an awakener. I get it, but we've got you, don't we? A temporary link should hold until we can connect her to the back pool at the university. Maybe. Lily's grip tightens, her eyes dart between Ramona and you, brimming with unease.
Lily still wants to be with Mother, because Lily only has one mother, and Mother only has one Lily.
Okay.
Mother didn't choose to become like this. She lost something precious, and she's trying to take it back. That's why.
Her voice fades into a whisper, nearly drowned by the sound of her own breath. Go on. Oh, you finally arrived. Welcome to Rise San Antonio. Anyway, Lily, why don't you go rest with Nymphea for now?
Come on, Lily. You must be exhausted from the journey.
Lily hesitantly takes Nymphea's hand, casting a lingering glance back at you before disappearing down the corridor. Thank you all for coming. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Francis Elswood, the director of the sanatorium. Everyone here just calls me Francis, and you're welcome to do the same. Judging by your attire, you two are students, and this one... That's right, we're first-year students at Mythic University. Think of her as our escorting professor. I see. Bring back memories. My student days are long behind me, along with the focus of conviction I once had. Your eyes remind me of my younger self, though there's a flicker of doubt in them today. Unlike last night. Something happened, or perhaps you've opened a box that should have stayed shut. Girl, I wouldn't dare compare myself to you, Professor Oswood. If you'd stay in the academy yet. I have a feeling there's like another way to say it, but anyway, I have a feeling y'all gotta jump me. You could have made waves in medicine, but you stayed away, vanished from the scholarly world. Old stories not worth dwelling on. Hardly, you were part of the first Elfworld's Icefield expedition. I can't help but wonder how a scholar like you ended up hired by a place like this. Less hired, more chosen. I chose this sanatorium. You must know this expedition was far from a success. I was a sole survivor. Everyone else was buried under the snow. It changed me. I started questioning whether, in our pursuit of progress, we've lost something far more precious, and what that loss truly means. Is this place your answer? Is the sanatorium like close to a morgue? I feel like something close to it. Anyway, a couple of rounds each day, chatting with those labeled hysterical, then retreating to my office to think. Okay, well, I was close. It's not a morgue, but it's like a hospital. I think she mentioned that. I need to not take hiatuses. Anyway, compared to chasing the next big breakthrough, I prefer this quieter life. The compassion is inspiring, kind words, but it's just surface effort. It doesn't truly change their lives. I disagree. You're giving these stigmatized patients a home, a chance to reclaim normalcy. Francis offers a faint, non-committable smile. Let's hope so. But you didn't come to hear me preach. Come, let me show you around the sanatorium. Can we trust this? I don't know about that. Yeah, I have a very high hope that we won't get stuck because not only am I like 20 levels above the recommended, but I managed to expand my health to like 1,000 last time, so we should be fine. A cup of clear golden liquid shimmering like the golden waves of late autumn, exuding a sweet honey-like aroma. What are its ingredients? Who placed it here? Why is it left unattended? Before those questions are answered, a mysterious thought creeps into your mind. You must drink it now, immediately. At this moment, you suddenly transform into a moth bewitched by flame, a bug ensnared by the impetus, uncontrollably reaching for that cup of sweet wine. Oh, that's a bad idea. Could be poison. Your fingers touch the icy rim of the cup, cold enough to freeze your bone marrow. You shivered to nap awake. Regardless, it shouldn't be left by the roadside. It's better to store it in a suitcase. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. It's quieter than expected. A common misconception about historical patients. Most of the time, they're as calm as anyone else. Yeah, that actually sounds about right. They usually keep to themselves until riled up. Even at night? That's where it gets tricky. nights are when complaints spike. But I can't blame them. Most are abandoned here by their families. At night they're prone to crying fits or episodes. Frances pushes open a ward door as she speaks. Director, you're here! Yes, how's everyone holding up?
We're fine, but Mia's been crying and asking for you. You better check on her.
Got it. Sorry folks, I've got an urgent matter. Feel free to explore on your own. Just use my name for access anywhere except my office. Excuse me. Francis hurries off with the patients, her figure vanishing into the corridor's shadow. Perfect chance to poke around. Exactly. If Kuom's transformation happened here, there'll be traces. They won't be wrong. The facility, though worn and sparsely furnished, is kept clean. After several rounds, you find nothing beyond patients and standard medical supplies. Eventually, you pause before a sign reading, Director's Office, no entry. If there's a secret in this place, it's behind that door. Want me to bust it down? Would be fast, but no, maybe not. Maybe not do that. No need for that. Look. You twist the knob, and the door swings open. It's unlocked. She was expecting us to go in. Trust me, I'm as shocked as you are. Go in. Mona pushes open the heavy, cold wooden door. A chill wind rushes out, followed by a half-human figure that lunges with a guttural shriek. Expected? Why are you guys grippers out? Yeah, I think this lineup will do. Let's see here. This one is weakness. I want a shield. I see that as long as I choose the cards that to engrave for shields, I usually do pretty good. On the top of a wooden bookshelf, there is a book with a golden cover. From ground level, its name is indiscernible. For some reason, an overwhelming urge to read it wells up within you. The urge rapidly becomes uncontrollable. Ignoring the risk of being noticed, you climb the wooden ladder next to the bookshelf, take the book, and begin reading eagerly. Big impressions surface in the ocean of your mind. You are submerged in a sea of illusions. No. Keep reading. I mean, what you got in here? It's a smut. Priceless knowledge floods your mind, then turns into mist. When you come to, the strange yellow-covered book has vanished. Suspicious. Let's go to the tunnel. Nothing to see here. But yeah, I usually just choose random ones like weakness and stuff. But because they're gonna be way stronger, I need to be a little more thorough on what I choose. Also, I know you're gonna like blame me probably because I mentioned, what was it? Our singing dude with the octopus. It's not the singing dude, it's girly here. I in fact do not pay attention half the time. So ignore that. After looking at, I realized I was like, yeah, that doesn't fit. Anyway. Event. Go to one path. You fall into darkness. At the edge of your vision, a sliver of light shines through the gap, resembling a keyhole. Let us in fact go. Nay, I say.
Yeah, the whole
This one. Activate a counter. I'm not going to get damaged, but the more damage, the better. Sure what that does. I don't know what the barrier did, but I mean, get it out of here. Just because I get almost. Oh well, that's the final battle. You fend off the eerie creature. Rapid footsteps echoed down the corridor as the office doors flung open from the outside. Mia! Okay. So this is where you've been hiding. Come with me. She stops short, noticing you. I believe I mentioned this office is off limits. Sorry, but visiting hours are over. Per Article 81, Clause A of the treaty, no individual, organization, or institution may conduct experiments on humans or unknown entities without authorization from the Mysteria Treaty Committee. Okay. We suspect human experimentation here, and the committee has been notified. They'll be sealing this place off. Your cooperation is expected. Ramona's direct confrontation catches you off guard. Frances tilts her head unruffled as if Ramona's words missed their mark. Human experimentation? I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. This sanitarium has 2 floors, fewer than 20 rooms. I inspect every inch daily. If illegal experiments were happening, I know. Well, you're probably the one doing it. Ramona frowns. You can't be your own alibi, ma'am. Surely you're aware of that, and we've got plenty of evidence against you. This Mia, she's been through quite a few procedures, hasn't she? And Lily, you call yourself her mother, yet you're clueless about her not being human. Frances pauses, then lets out a wry chuckle. You've got it all wrong. Lily calls me mother, but I'm not her birth mother. I rescued her from a den of thieves. Her abnormalities are the work of the scoundrels who took her first. As for Coolum and Mia, Lily brought them here. I don't even know where they came from. Most people would recoil at the sight of Coolum or Mia, or at least keep them away from kids. But in my youth, I had a bizarre encounter. I've seen things most can't imagine. Little white Kumon's unusual appearance. I kept it for Lily's sake. It's her cherished companion, and she doesn't connect easily with others. How could I separate them? Well, this isn't going as we expected. If that doesn't clear things up, I'm happy to escort you through the sanatorium again, including my office. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere until the committee arrives. Oh, that's a way to screw it up. Did we actually make a mistake?
Guess we'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Time ticks by, second by second, leaving Frances behind. You turn the sanatorium upside down. No hidden doors, no secret mechanisms, no concealed rooms. Even the forbidden office yields nothing out of the ordinary. Beads of sweat begin to glisten on Ramona's forehead. Ramona, did the committee say when they are sitting someone? I've been with you the whole time. Did you see me calling anyone? Wait, you were bluffing her? I thought I could shake something loose, but she didn't flinch. I kept an eye out while we searched. Not a single trace of D-mark in this place. Aside from Mia and Kuon, this is just a plain, isolated sanatorium. I jumped the gun, tipped our hand. I thought it through a bit more. Let's leave for now. What's done is done. Let's pull back for now. We can return once we've gathered more intel. And now let's contact Mythak. Ramona taps the silver pin on her chest, and you all hold your breath, waiting for the connection. 10 seconds pass, filled only with suffocating silence. Heart begins to pound. Comms cut off again? Not that simple. Keeper, can you sense the other awakeners? You focus, reaching for the faint thread of resonance. But the once tangible connection has snapped, leaving only a blinding void at the other end. Even the links to Ramona and Lotan beside you are faint, barely perceptible. I can just about sense you two, but Mythak's completely gone. It seems silver technology is blocked here, or rather anything tied to dissolution is being suppressed. Lotan. Yeah, what's up? We lost contact with Mythak and the Keeper's link. The Awakeners this week. It's a Class 2 emergency. Immediate evacuation prioritized to Keeper's safety. Why are you telling her? Why are you telling her this? I'm confused. Fine. I knew this trip was just babysitting duties. Evacuate? What about Lily and Kuon? Ramona sighs, glancing down into the corridor. They've been with Francis for a while. She has no reason to harm them, or to strangers who pose a threat to her. We're in the dark. She's got the upper hand. Let's not rush this. We'll come back for them prepared. The sharp clack of heels echoes through the corridor, followed by a voice as calm as still water. I assume you've checked the place again. Found anything? We're leaving. Of course. Lily rarely gets visitors, but I won't keep you if you're set on going. Where are Lily and Kuam? I just settled them in. You're sharp. You wouldn't say something foolish like taking them with you, would you? I'm grateful you brought her back, but showing up at someone's home and trying to take their daughter and pet? That's a bit rude, don't you think? He never said anything. Frances twirls a strand of hair around her finger, her voice dripping with menace. Naturally, we just thought it proper to say goodbye in person, since we traveled together. No need. They're young, worn out from the trip, and already asleep. I've got my hands full with the sanatorium business, so I won't see you out. Safe travels. With that, Frances turns and walks away without a second glance. You watch her silhouette vanish into the corridor shadow, realizing you're drenched in cold sweat. Did they check the ceiling? No, and escort the keeper out. What about you? Ramona draws her weapon and her face resolute. I'm going to find Lily. Girl. And you think we're gonna leave you? Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, more head mead. Okay, so it's the same thing. Lot. As you step onto the cobblestone path outside the sanatorium, the oppressive weight finally lifts. I feel like while the inside of the sanatorium isn't per se a trouble, it's the outside that might be holding what we're looking for. The silver brooch gleams with renewed life. Just as you're about to contact Method, a voice cuts through, clearer than any comms signal. Dolls. What are you standing around for? Get over here and help. Doll? What are you doing here? What kind of smooth brain logic makes you ask that? You've been off the grid for 10 days and you're wondering why I'm here? 10 days? But no time for your drawn out detective act. Suddenly, figures clothed in black veils surround you. Now in time for you and Keeper to step up. Yeah, got it. Don't order me around like I'm your guard dog. Well, I think I might be onto something. Cough, cough. Let's throw down. Take. And we're good. I didn't even need to use the defense, but I just gotta make sure. Make sure that we're covered. Okay, can't say no to that. I'll use our alt faster with that. Okay. Movement. You attempt to use the tracing power of the silver key to locate the nearest junction, but the information you receive contains subtle anomalies, as if it has been interfered with. Sure. Can't say no to a little help. A faint light appeared, bright and warm, however, it suddenly vanished just as you tried to follow it. You maxed out by 69 but developed disillusions. Sure. A familiar voice whispered in my ear, warm and comforting, but when I tried to follow it, the sound abruptly stopped. I guess. Heavens! The tip of your nose catches a familiar scent, only as satisfying, just as you tried to take another sniff of the cafeteria aroma, it vanishes completely. Okay, well at this point, I'm gonna be all sorts of screwed up. It feels as if a pair of strong, steady hands have rested on your shoulders, but when you turn to look, the one tangible touch becomes elusive. The power of retrospection could not find another junction for you in the short term, but at least you feel some temporary relief. Okay, let's see how much I screwed up. I got a good amount of health, as long as I don't get hit, should be fine. That. Right. Not bad. I don't even get hit. Okay. Better take a shield. I'm not taking 101 damage. That doesn't make sense. This one. Okay, and this one. No, I'm gonna take this one because it gives me 10. Okay. Water. Let's see here. Upon being strong, always realistic enemies. Sure. Yeah, sure. Actually, it doesn't even too bad. Because we're just gonna earn it back the next round, at least most of it. God, this gives me 3. If I had Doll, I believe she could remove the elements. But alas, I don't think it's gonna be. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Diablo! Anyway, let me hush my buns. Picked up the card of the Awakener to reduce its. Okay, that sounds okay. Question mark. Cool. Rose. You her. Okay. Way through the water. Okay. Wave after wave coming at us. Coming after us. They were ready for us. I couldn't English to English for a second. I have to remember to use this because it's one thing kind of saved me as well. Even though it's not preferable to continue using it, it was like actually maxed out. Sure. I think we're doing this thing, right? Yeah, we're still not sure. We can do both. Oh, I didn't put counter on it. Boo! Tomato. We can use that for the boss. I try to use the ults for the boss, not use them like, you know, if they're close to being taken out. That sounds great. No point of using it. Let's they become handy later. Okay, the boss is back up here. Either that or like if we start off the match, which I'm about to do. I think we could one-shot them. Right now. Okay. Anita. You see? And we barely take any damage. Even though we got a bunch of elements, like I think we'll be fine. Max up make the bomb when you play your card behind the pop. Okay. Sure. I guess. Really sound to the banana and elite battle. Oh, okay. That's the first I actually completed one of the quest mission things. This here. 3 cards, you say? Now let's do this one. You and you. Right. That was defense for a second. Correct, wasn't. Not the counterattacks, they're just so scrupulentious. Yeah. Originally my lineup I tried was the old one for chapter 2, which was the vampire looking dude, question mark? And then our healer, but I switched out for... I didn't mean to do that. Ipsize. Anyway, so I took out the octopus girl And I realized the actually little bit of damage actually becomes more handy than not. And then there's like this little event where you fight against other players. Let's try out early here, and I was like, okay. He's like the guy, in a sense. Yeah. Yeah. It was way more preferable. Because she attacks more than one. Anyway, see, having a keeper around makes things so much easier. I guess she was supposed to say something else. Oh dear.
Oh no.
次こそ祖国が私の呼びかけに応えてくれますように。
Hopefully we did not miss any extra dialogue. But sure enough, it didn't. It ain't working. That's a shame. Anyway. Oh, what I meant to do? That's not what I meant to do. Ah. One thing I do need to do when I get the chance is these little things here. I'm not too sure exactly how to get them, but I need to get them. I need to get them for her, Kathigu, Faris. Honestly speaking, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep him. I may keep him only because he has this one here. But yeah. Anyway, oh no, it's on 2 times speed. Oh dear, no. Okay. Ramona treads lightly on her toes, slipping silently through the corridor's shadow. Keeper disapproves of her choice, but relents her insistence, urging her only to withdraw quickly, success or failure. Her reasoning is sound. If only one can help Lily, Ramona is still combat ready and adept at stealth is the best choice. At the third turn, dodging gossiping patience, Ramona hesitates. A flicker of doubt creeps in her about why she's here. And an instinct call stirs within her, a vague sense of duty toward the girl. The same call convinces her Lily is in the easternmost room of the sanatorium. If luck holds, she can slip Lily out unnoticed, then notify Mythek to scour the place and uncover why the sylvan technology failed. Okay. Ramona starts, ducking into the nearest empty room. Ugh, Fab hasn't even come to see me. When will this end? I've been here years. Never seen a visitor. If he cared, he wouldn't have sent you to this place like this. The chatter fades as they shuffle away. Ramona takes a moment to survey her hiding spot. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the girl. It's the mom. That's the real problem. They're just looking over it. Betsy's office. Full circle back here again. Might as well search it one more time. One last time. I'm telling you, it's not the place per se, but the one running it. Here should I? Wow. Less the damage, the better. Never mind. Because we're untouchable. Yes. Either tentacles or a shield. Develop random symptom. Press the keys. There you go. This is... From the corner of the room, a jet black must emerge. Its hideous stitches betraying its origin, a product of the Sculptures Association. Oh. Are we surprised? I reckon we aren't. Not gonna be much counter, but there'll be something. Like if there's a way to just upgrade itself of the solar flare, I would do that as quickly as humanly possible. That is what's carrying me right now. Oh wow, we're ready to the final battle. Yo, tell me more.
永遠の国に通じる扉はここにあるぞ。幕引きだぜ。海の狂気に気をつけて。
So I'm not gonna be attacked. I know Goon well. They get in all sorts of whiplash. I can switch positions. Ain't gonna change nothing.
はい。もっと鋼材を使うよ。銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。忘れても。
That should be counter.
今度こそ帰るんだ。
Lovely. We love to see it. We love to see it. Phew. Good thing Francis reinforced the door. The racket shouldn't have drawn anyone. Are you sure about that? These files. Francis was studying disillusion. If you wanted another tour, you could have just asked. Why all the sneaking? Messiah echoes from behind the filing cabinet. Girl, you had okay, anyway. Or perhaps. Francis snaps her fingers. Ramona's head spins, her vision wrapping strangely. You've been swayed by her, haven't you? Stepped right into the vortex. No. Almighty Dow, genius brain in a vat. 6 hours and you still haven't cracked a little problem. Flattering, but science isn't the swinging of a sword, every cut drawing blood. If we handed this to the research department, old fogies, they'd take 18 hours and still not find the issue. But Ramona should have been out by now. A quick rune search doesn't take that long. No need to worry, but my calculations, he's been in there maybe 10-15 minutes. Relax, my numbers are almost done. Just take a break. We'll be in to grab your buddy soon. Same time in the operating room of Fry Sanatorium. We're about to lose our girl. Oh. Hello there. This is an interesting room. Ramona stirs on a soft bed, greeted by a girl's worried face. Oh my, how long was I out? She props herself up, clutching her forehead. Sunset light streams through the window, bathing the room in a warm amber sea. It almost feels cozy. No, it's not an illusion, Ramona murmurs. Were it not for the cold glint of surgical tools by the bed, this could pass for the girl's bedroom. Ramona, you need to go. Take Kuon with you. The girl ignores Ramona's question, dropping her words before turning to stroke Kuon's head. What about you? Lily can't go. It will notice. It? You mean the Hellhound? Lily, don't be scared. We came from a university that fights anomalies. We can protect you. No one escapes its gaze. Those it marks becomes its prey. Besides, Lily needs to stay with Mother. Too lonely alone. She's done cruel things to you and Kuon. I won't let her walk free. No, Mother didn't lie. Kuon became like this. Kuon becoming like this, it wasn't her fault. Can you tell me what you know? It's no time. A rare sorrow flickers across Lily's face. Kuon, take her and go. The door creaks as the handle turns. Kuon snatches Ramona up, slinging her onto its back. She struggles, but black slime binds her tightly to Kuon. Don't come back. Forget me. Forget this place. Mother won't hurt you anymore. Hurt anyone anymore. Under the stunned gaze of the newcomer, Kuon charges forward, bowling them over. Strike! Frances stumbles, unable to steady herself. Kuon breaks through, leaping into the fathomless dark. Ramona glances back. Lily supports Frances, standing against the sunset, her pleading eyes bidding farewell. Forget me. Everyone else. Nope. That's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. Alright. This quite interesting. Very, very scrumptious. But we are not leaving our girl. That's a fact amongst any. I don't know what she's even thinking, talking about, I must sacrifice myself. No, you're not. You are in fact not. Ew. I got things unlocked. Dear God. Have mercy. Ah. Oh, I hit the wrong button. But alas, this is quite interesting. We'll go ahead. I'm most likely not going to continue mixing the chapters. Sort of prefer to keep them kind of separate, so because the last one was quite short, I'm not gonna definitely not gonna already uploaded the last part, so it's not going to be able to be merged. But if they ever end up kind of short like that, I'll just merge them as extra stories inside the previous one that we do, and go from there. But let me get my goodies. As always, Twitter is where you can find me for all polls and updates. YouTube, assuming you're watching it right there. Anyway, it's where you can either join live streams or watch miscellaneous videos like these. Instagram for all art, animation, and whatever else I decide to post on there at this point. And Twitch, so we stream live, 12 a.m. Central Timing. There's 2 different parts. You get goodies. But if you decide to pop in, you don't have to stick around, but we appreciate you nonetheless. Well, for me, everything will be in the description if this chooses to close. Everything will be in the description. You can go ahead and pop in, and we're gonna finish up in the next chapter. We'll see how we do on the daily uploads for this month. Getting stuck kind of held me back, and then me not uploading this on time. All the more merrier, I guess. But we shall see. We should be fine, I think. Chapter 7 of the investigation. We'll get there. But yeah, that is all for me. Thank you all who decided to come by. And I hope to see you in the next chapter. The next episode. Bye-bye.